Hey everyone, this video is going to show you how to crochet a Chromebook sleeve. The first thing we're going to do is start off our chain by making a loop and chaining 33. So notice how I'm holding the yarn with my finger, my index finger, and my middle and thumb. And I'm using the hook in my right hand to chain 33. Once you have chained 33, you're going to loop it around and single stitch into that chain. I'll show you how to do it. So let's say, this last stitch right here, that's the one I'm going to crochet in. So I have to add one more to be the turning the corner of my row. So once I've stitched one more, I'm going to insert the hook into that stitch, pull yarn through the first loop, and then I'm going to pull yarn through again these two other loops. And that is how you single stitch. We remember this hopefully from our doll scarf assignment. So we pull the yarn through both loops. Let me show you again. Insert into the loop, pull the yarn through, and then pull the yarn through again through both. So it's a under, over, pull through, over, under, pull through. You're going to repeat that until you get to the end of your chain. Here I am at the end again. So once I single stitch into that last stitch, there we go. I'm going to stitch one more just to give some slack for that turn, and then I'm going to flip it again and continue into that stitch right there. Hook in, over, above, pull through, and then pull through again. So you repeat that for 43 rows. So this rectangle needs to be 33 stitches wide and 43 rows long. I'll show you how to count your rows right now. All right, so each row of stitches really just sort of looks like, it's like 2 rows of stitches per row that you can see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is 7 rows. You can also kind of count it from the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 as well. You can also hold your piece of crochet up to your Chromebook to see if it's more or less the right size. All right, so I have this rectangle done, and you need 2 rectangles for your Chromebook sleeve. You can do them both in the same color or 2 different colors like I've done here. So these are both 33 stitches wide and 43 rows long. The next step is to attach these rectangles on 3 sides. So 2 short sides and 1 long side, leaving 1 long side open to put your Chromebook in. Here's what you need to join your 2 rectangles together. You're going to need another bit of yarn. It can be the same color or a different color, and your crochet hook. We're going to single crochet along those 3 sides. First step is to line your panels up and tie them together using those extra strings that you have. If you don't have them, that's totally fine. You can skip this step, but if you do have strings on each rectangle, I like to tie them together to start things off. Now that that's tied off, I'm going to insert my hook, grab some of that new yarn that I'm going to use to attach the panels together, pull it through, and I'm going to tie a knot to secure it. Now that that knot is tied, I'm going to slide my hook through 2 stitches of both panels, and then I'm going to single crochet. And I'm going to repeat that process. So hook in both, grab the yarn through, grab the yarn through. You're going to repeat this process all the way down your panel. get finished with one side, I'm going to show you how to turn the corner. You have to add some extra stitches, otherwise your stitches are going to be too tight. You need to give them some slack. So when you get to the corner, like right where I am now, in that same stitch, you're going to stitch 1 and then stitch 2 in that same spot. See, there's 2 stitches in the same spot, and you're going to do 1 more. So a total of 3 stitches in that same hole, and that will allow you to turn the corner, and then you continue to single stitch all the way along. I noticed the longer side's a little bit trickier, so wherever you can find an available stitch, you're going to go ahead and single crochet in there. If you notice that one panel is longer than the other, you can skip stitches if necessary to balance it out. And then I got to the other corner, I repeated the same thing. I put 3 stitches in one at the corner, and then I continue to single stitch. I'm going to continue this single stitch and remember to leave this side open. One thing I did off camera, which is optional, is I single stitched along the opening just so it gave me a cleaner edge. You're going to repeat the steps I showed you before, just going through one panel. I'm going to show you now what it looks like with my Chromebook in. There's a little bit of stretch to it, so if it looks too small, just try to put your Chromebook in first before you decide if it's too small. It's probably good. Here's another shot of me holding it up. Ta-da! There you go. Good job, everybody. You finished it. Wow. I can't wait to see all of your Chromebook sleeves. Yeah. All right, good job.